Every single day, thousands of older adults step out of bed and notice a faint, unusual sensation in their toes, a slight numbness, a brief tingling like tiny needles, or a coldness that won't go away, even with thick socks. Most people brush it off as a simple sign of getting older, assuming their circulation is just slowing down a bit. But what if that innocent tingling is actually the sound of your body's internal alarm system screaming for help? The terrifying truth is that right now, inside your body, a silent and invisible process could be permanently destroying the delicate pathways that allow you to walk, balance, and feel. By the time most seniors finally realize what is happening, the damage has progressed so far that they face the sudden, heartbreaking loss of their independence. But it doesn't have to be this way, and today we are going to look at exactly why this happens and how you can stop it before it changes your life forever. If you value your health and want to discover practical, research-backed ways to protect your body as you age, please take a moment to subscribe to Dr. Silas Redford Wellness and hit the like button so we can continue bringing you these life-changing insights. Consider the story of a vibrant 64-year-old retired school teacher named Eleanor, who loved gardening and walking her golden retriever every afternoon. Eleanor started noticing a dull, burning ache in the soles of her feet in the evenings, which she blamed on her favorite walking shoes. She bought new shoes, tried expensive insoles, and even soaked her feet in warm water. But the strange burning slowly crept upward toward her ankles. One afternoon, while carrying a tray of tea into her living room, her foot suddenly felt completely disconnected from the floor, causing her to lose her balance and suffer a frightening fall. What Eleanor didn't know, and what most seniors never realize until it's too late, is that her brain wasn't receiving the signals from her feet anymore because the protective coating on her nerves was actively dissolving. To understand why this happens, we have to look at the incredible highway system inside our bodies. Your nerves are like microscopic electrical cables that carry messages back and forth between your brain and your limbs, telling your muscles how to move and letting you feel the ground beneath you. To keep these electrical signals moving fast, each nerve is wrapped in a beautiful, fatty protective sleeve called a myelin sheath. Think of it like the plastic insulation wrapped around a household extension cord. After the age of 50, due to subtle changes in our metabolism, hidden inflammation, and quiet shifts in our blood sugar levels, this vital insulation can begin to wear incredibly thin. When the insulation frays, the electrical signals spark, short circuit, or fade away entirely, leaving you with a strange mixture of phantom pain and numbness known medically as peripheral neuropathy. But what happened next in recent medical studies shocked researchers who were looking into why some seniors experience this breakdown decades before others. They discovered that this nerve degradation often has absolutely nothing to do with standard aging. And the worst part is that many of the daily habits we believe are protecting us might actually be accelerating the damage. For instance, many people notice their balance getting a bit unsteady and assume they just need to sit down more and rest their legs. What doctors rarely explain is that total inactivity cuts off the microvascular blood supply to your lower extremities. Your nerves don't have their own major blood vessels. Instead, they rely on a fragile web of tiny capillaries to deliver oxygen and nutrients. When you stop moving, that tiny web starves, and the nerves quite literally begin to wither away from a lack of nourishment. This brings us to a critical warning sign that millions of older adults completely ignore every single day. Have you ever felt like you were walking on thick cotton balls, or felt a sudden sharp jolt of electricity in your leg while sitting quietly in your favorite chair? These are not random twitches. They are the desperate distress signals of dying nerve tissue. If ignored, This silent decay progresses from a minor nuisance into a profound medical crisis. When you lose the ability to accurately feel the position of your feet, your brain loses its internal GPS, drastically increasing your risk of a devastating fall that could result in a broken hip or a permanent loss of mobility. In a moment, I'll explain why a specific, commonly overlooked vitamin deficiency is responsible for a massive percentage of these cases, and how a simple adjustment to your morning routine can help rescue these failing pathways. But first, we must confront a massive myth that keeps so many people trapped in silence. Many seniors believe that once a nerve is damaged, it is gone forever and nothing can be done. This outdated belief causes thousands of people to give up hope and accept a life of chronic pain and limited mobility. Modern neurological research has proven that our bodies possess an incredible capacity for cellular repair, provided we give those microscopic pathways the exact biological building blocks they need to rebuild that frayed insulation. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to fix this issue is turning immediately to heavy, numbing prescription medications that merely mask the symptoms, while the underlying destruction continues entirely unchecked beneath the surface. It is like turning off the smoke detector while the fire is still raging inside the walls. Instead, we must look at what is actively causing the short circuit. For a vast majority of adults over 50, the silent culprit is a gradual, age-related decline in stomach acid, which prevents the body from absorbing crucial B-complex vitamins, particularly vitamin B12. This specific nutrient is the primary ingredient your body uses to manufacture and repair that protective myelin insulation. You could be eating a perfectly healthy diet, yet your nerves could still be starving to death on a cellular level because your digestive system can no longer unlock the nutrients. So, how do we fix this and reclaim the vibrant, pain-free life you deserve? The practical solution begins with small, intentional changes that flood your nervous system with oxygen and vital nutrients. First, incorporating low-impact, rhythmic movements into your daily routine, such as a steady 15-minute morning walk or gentle calf raises while holding onto the kitchen counter, acts like a natural pump, forcing fresh, oxygen-rich blood into those starving capillaries surrounding your nerves. Second, discussing a high-quality, bioavailable form of vitamin B12, known as Methylcobalamin, with your healthcare provider, can bypass digestive hurdles and give your body the immediate resources it needs to start patching the frayed insulation. The future benefits of taking action today are truly immeasurable. Imagine waking up a few weeks from now and realizing that the annoying, burning ache in your feet has faded into a distant memory. Imagine stepping out onto the grass and feeling the crisp, solid ground beneath you with perfect clarity, moving with the absolute confidence and steady balance of someone 20 years younger. Your body is incredibly resilient, and it wants to heal. It is simply waiting for you to give it the right support. You are not defined by a number on a calendar, and you absolutely have the power to protect your independence and vitality for decades to come. We would love to hear from you today. How long have you been noticing these strange sensations in your hands or feet, and what steps have you taken to find relief? Please share your story in the comments below, as your personal experience could be the exact spark of hope another member of our community needs to hear today. If you found this information valuable, please share this video with your loved ones, your friends, and anyone you know who might be quietly struggling with these warning signs. Thank you for watching Dr. Silas Redford Wellness. Keep moving forward with confidence, and we will see you in the next video.